Stone Crabs won 3-2, beating Lakeland. So that was actual baseball at some level. That happened. That counted. Unlike the All-Star game. Oh wait! I forgot. The All-Star game counts towards home field advantage. Right. Yeah, that helped the Rays a lot in 2008. How? Yeah. Wonder. Somebody should do a. Granted, there's a very small sample size. Very small. Super small. Amazingly small. But in the implementation of the All-Star game being changed to the winner deciding which league has the home field advantage, how much has that actually affected the outcome of said World Series? That would be interesting to look to see who won the All-Star game in a year. And that'll be a project. I just gave myself a homework assignment. Self, you have a homework assignment. Okay, Self, as this is the Sports Shuffle, but we're changing it up as how much sports is actually going on. I know, granted, you could have some folks out there talk absolutely forever about, how about Jamie Edmondson's dress? Yes, and wow, hey, isn't that showing a lot? Although, quite personally, I think with today's standards, if you saw the picture of Evan Longoria and Jamie at the ESPYs on the red carpet, that dress is tame, folks. Seriously, we've seen how actresses and sports figures and everyone tends to dress. We've seen, or lack thereof. That her dress tonight was tame. Besides, you got it, flaunt it, right? I mean, seriously. Yeah, and of course you have all the females going, yeah, she's lucky to have him, and you got all the guys going, yeah, he's lucky to have her. So we all can imagine for just 1 second that we're either Evan Longoria or Jamie Edmondson, depending upon our gender. Yep. That would work, wouldn't it? Hey, you know me. Crazy man, Tampa Motormouth, decided to switch something up. Since this is a 15-minute deal, we're gonna do this for the tube. Got a new website out already. Did one show out there. Have a podcast that's now on iTunes. We're going to be rolling that out as soon as the sports universe as we know it blinks back into existence. Because right now, it's in a void. It's in a starless void. Another dimension. We're not even sure there is this thing out there for sports. If it were not for Dwight Howard, of course the Nets pulled out. We saw that reportedly by signing another player that probably tired of the I'm trying to merge two together words and it's not working together well. Trying to take Dwight and drama, so that would be Drama. The drama, Dwight and drama, since they sort of tend to go hand in hand. But decided to do something differently, since yours truly practice what he preaches. Oh yeah, all that stuff about change and in the hardest way possible, going from 197 as in pounds, no, not the British currency, as in the flab on the belly, down to recently weighed yesterday, we're talking 170.5, kids. So since I did what you usually preach about with the motivational minutes, and this is something that is a part of me, I'm going to sneak this into the Sports Shuffle, since pre-shuffle days I was, and still am, love motivation, love quotes, love inspiration, love listening to positive stuff. You can do that more. Definitely. So, this is actually a bit, since yours truly did what he said, and this is true. This comes from John Maxwell's Failing Forward. This is a book I'm reading from. You know, that thing that you hold in your hand, you open it up, and those are called pages. I know in this era of Kindles and Nooks and iPads and all that. Actual, this is a book I'm reading from. It's a novel notion. It doesn't require power, though you might need some light if it's dark out to actually read it. But or I continue on incessantly and endlessly, which is normal for me anyway. Let me get to the failure is not part. This is from the book, page 13. And of course, all the words I read from this point on are not mine, but Sir Maxwell's, a very, very brilliant author and writer and speaker. And he also has a Maxwell Minute that he puts forth on the interwebs you can find all around. So let me get right to it before we run and tire all the 15 minutes and I don't share what I want to share. So here we go. Failure is not ... Number one, people think that failure is avoidable. It's not. Everyone fails, errors, and makes mistakes. You've heard the saying, to err is human, to forgive divine. Alexander Pope wrote that more than 250 years ago, and he was only paraphrasing a saying that was common 2,000 years ago during the time of the Romans. Things today are the same as they were then. If you're a human being, you're going to make mistakes. You're probably familiar with Murphy's Law and the Peter Principle. Recently, I came across something called Rules for Being Human. I think this list describes well the state we're in as people. Rule number 1, you will learn lessons. Rule number 2, there are no mistakes, only lessons. Rule number 3, a lesson is repeated until it is learned. Rule number 4, if you don't learn the easy lessons, they get harder. In parentheses, pain is one way the universe gets your attention. Rule number 5, you'll know you've learned a lesson when your actions change. And just a very, 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 very important end of quoting of said book. Once again, Failing Forward, John Maxwell. In whatever format, I suggest you strongly get it. A good read, and one, I've got not only the book, but the audio CDs, because you can just something that you like listening to over and over again. Anywho, as yours truly, to illustrate, since we're at the 8-minute mark, we have about 14 minutes or so in, so we can yammer on a little bit more. Yours truly learned this with the whole weight deal. Yeah, I didn't realize I was even 197 pounds, or probably over 200. Tired all the time, no energy, no zip, no nothing, always in a bad mood. It was either a worse mood or not quite a good mood. Very rare that I was in a good mood, per se. I didn't even have energy to do what I am doing now. But because I changed my diet after a doctor visit, it's one of those visits that, okay, unless you change, your body is quitting on you type things. That got my attention, because I'd been before eating the equivalent of about 6-7 meals a day, easily. I'd gotten myself so scared because a while back I ended up collapsing, wound up in the hospital, not fun. So I got in my head that it was all because of my blood sugar level, so I had to keep eating. Only problem is if you keep eating, you keep gaining weight, so that's never a good idea to do. So drastically change breakfast instead of, I kid you not, Totino's pizza every single morning, the whole pizza, not 2 slices, not part of the pizza, the whole pizza, every single morning, practically. Changed to a breakfast sundae, which is like a breakfast parfait. Changed lunch, stopped eating bread for the most part, wrap, whatever it was in a wrap, ditched the bread, and then dinner, balanced, healthy. That's how I lost the weight. Got it down, because the other incentive was that if I did not get the weight down, if the blood work did not show what the doctor saw, I was going to have to get more medication. I did not want to get more medication. I did not want to fund the drug companies any more than all of us already are. Got the weight down, saw the doctor, did not need the extra medication because I did it naturally. And I realized it's a choice. And I haven't rapid food the entire time, and every once in a while, Chinese food, every once in a while, something good. It's not like I'm starving myself here. It's just a question of put the fork down. Don't have the dessert. Don't have the red velvet cake ice cream or the chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. Back in the day, several years ago, it's probably how I wound up in the hospital in the first place, would eat the ice cream, a pint of ice cream, like every week. Sometimes it was just comfort food. Had a bad day, go for the food. So you got to figure out a different way to run away from everything rather than going to food. And that's tough because all of a sudden, if you don't have some way to run away to, it's either you solve your problems or you run away to something else. So, got to turn, got to face, as hard as it is with weight, because food has to be one of the easiest and hardest addictions to overcome, because food's everywhere, wherever you go. How many times when you go into your break room at your place of work, you have endless free food, and usually it's always the unhealthy kind, where you go out to a party, oh yeah, have some more, have second, have thirds, have fourths. So I'll tell you, it's tough. I mean, I know one thing that's helped is I've taken 2 supplements that have helped directly with the weight, but I know that the supplements in of themselves are not the whole key. We are the key. We have to decide this weight is coming off and then keep it off, because it's not, oh okay, we'll do this for a month or 2 and then we'll go back. This is called, okay, that's what it is. That's where we are, and that's who I am now. And I'm knocking on the 160s. I can't remember the last time I've stepped on a scale and I'm knocking on the 160s. This has just been in my brain for a while, so wanted to get it out. That whatever it is you're dealing with, now I've got to take this and do some other changes that haven't wanted to for a long time. Have to do those changes too, but one change at a time. Done this change. And if there's a change that you have needed to make, I'm here to tell you that you can do that too. Whether it's losing weight or whatever. Just put your mind to it and decide that this is it. Burn the boats, cross the Rubicon. Tampa Motormouth in the zone behind the microphone for a more serious, wouldn't say sports shuffle, I'd say motivational shuffle. But that's me, you're you. Hope you have an awesome night, or day, or afternoon. I'm gone.